So they'll be calling you radical. This is the baby whale that I was talking about at Diablo Canyon. It's dead. Now, I want everybody to watch this and listen to this. It's dead. Okay, I'll post it. So she's talking. Now, this is what she says. She says, we think, we're studying it, but we think maybe the baby washed up to the shores and is passed on. That's what she says. This is the so-called biologist. Stop it right there. This is where I stand right there all the time. Right there, you can see it right there across. That's Diablo Canyon, the nuclear reactor. See these RVs backed up in here? Remember when I was walking with the monk and we used to walk right there? Or we'd walk right there and we'd do that. This is new. So you park these vehicles right here. $56 a night. So I'm standing right here with Shami the monk and Mothers for Peace. There's a pregnant girl right here. There's a pipe that comes out right here. And I says, you do know what that pipe is? No, what? And I says, that's the water intake and extake to the nuclear reactor right there. The sign that that got photoshopped, this me bloody all over it, Diablo Canyon's right there. She says, what? I says, that sign that says right there, Diablo Canyon. That's a nuclear reactor. What? I said, how long have you been here? A month and a half. It gets better. There it is right there. The reactor's right there. We jumped in and tried to save it. Okay, it gets better. Yeah, I mean, there it is right there. The nuclear reactor is right behind them. Now, first let's stop this. So, it gets better. Okay, let's see if I have this. This is San Diego. No, take it back. That's the one I was just at. Sorry. I know this reporter here. Let me show you this. Channel 7, you know. Now, stay with me. Channel 7 is right across the street from the Edward Swartz building. They wouldn't report on the... I talked to her. They would not report on the Edward Swartz, the USS right now. This woman right here. This is the insanity of these. Now, they're acting like she's a marine biologist. I know who this woman is. She's not a biologist. She's a well petter. They do well tours, and they're going to them. This is their thing, and she's going to them as their expert. Oh, we see two of them, because when we see gold in the water, that's when we go. We know it's a blue. What's that? It's whale poop, because they eat krill. So, now remember, she's not a biologist. This is a well petter. It's against the law to be within 1,000 yards. Put Channel 7 in jail. Put Channel 7 San Diego in jail. Put Channel 7 San Diego in jail. Now, lock her up. Lock her up. So they boat right up next to them. So they're not going to any biologists. They're not going to, these are the tourist economy people. Now I'll post them. There's my home. There's my place right there, Peter. So she's saying, well, they're starving to death because the glaciers are melting. Oh, fuck. The water actually, they're starving to death. It's real simple. Stay with me. This is, there's only been 3 so far, and we're hoping we don't have a mortality alarm event like that. And they're reporting 200 and some. When NOAA site's reporting 243. When my Army counted 311. We actually counted 312. And my Army's all over it. So they've already got 3 this year. This is headed south. So they're saying Monterey Bay showed up late. In Maui, they said the humpbacks never showed up this year. They said they were down 75% in the last 2 years. Anchovies and sardines are down 99%. Now this is unknown. The tide pools died in 2012. Oh, fuck, you want to hang? This young biologist she showed at Diablo Canyon, that's Avalor, that right there says, well, we're studying it, and it looks like it's washed up against the water, and it's going to pass. No, it's fucking dead. What is a pup doing in the Central Coast? A calf. What is a calf doing in the Central Coast? I'm the guy that first reported they started birth Monterey. in 2050. They birthed in Mexico. We'll cut it up, and think about throwing the karma on yourself by cutting up and taking pictures of a dead animal, especially a mammal. These people that stand on these things, they all get killed, right? Sure. I mean, I know lots of them. They get killed in car wrecks, they get cancer, they die. There's nothing more taboo than standing on what's the most sacred, hallowed creature in the world? Chinook salmon. First came the goddess salmon. Gray whale. What they're doing, by the way, the virus, you're all paranoid about that, going to crash the market. Fukushima is going to kill millions and tens of millions more, already has. It's on, so I'll be down there soon. I'm going to leave ASAP. Just got to put some money together. And I'll put my thing on my back. I got it all made. I have a stick that goes up that says, I am a whale. What did the gray whale say to the starfish? What did the biggest gray whale say to the tiniest sea anemone? The Upper California purple urchin, the Chinook salmon, the steelhead salmon, the anchovy, the sardine. What did the biggest blue, gray? I was standing near there not long when I walked up on a gray whale in 2015, dead whale. I wrote Fukushima killed me. Of course, they cut it out with a chainsaw. I got handcuffed for it. But I didn't break the law. I didn't do anything wrong. I wrote it in its own blood. It was legal. A woman was arguing with me. She says, oh, you're crazy. Radiation can't kill it. 60,000 pound. Well, I said, I never said it did. This is in 2015. This is a fucking starve to death that killed its food. What did the biggest whale in the sea, kitty, say to the tiniest starfish in the tide pool? Fukushima killed my food. I starved to death. What did the gray whale say to the starfish? Me too. 96% collapse. All post-Fukushima scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're puzzled, they're stumped. This is the greatest PhD in human history. I did the work in real time as it happened. What about the birds when they starved to death? The mirror saw them. Now they're coming out 20. What about the mayflies? What about the insects? Now it's being confirmed. I did it when it happened. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. It's all coincidence of Fukushima. Here's the smoking gun. The salmon. We count every salmon. It's hard to count tide pools. Kevin Blanche does. It's hard to count dead humans in bone marrow transplant. Well, Kevin Blanche does. He was almost one of them. Salmon, we count them all. And I'm the one that holds their feet to the fire on that mighty beast, the Columbia River, 2.5 miles wide. We have sonar. Oregon. Washington, no. Army Corps Engineers lies. Here we go. It'll be the same person. So, we count all salmon. Record returns in 2015. Record returns in 2015. Record returns. 1.4 million. Expected record returns in 2016, 17, 8. My numbers were dead on. We've gone from 1.4 million to less than 200,000. They go to sea for 5 years. The steelhead started to collapse on Q in 2011. That's what we call an outliner as a scientist. That means something crazy acutely happened in 2011. It's unarguable science, unarguable. Mystified, puzzled, baffled, stumped. It's a glacier, we don't know. That's not science. That's hyperbole. In fact, that's the opposite. That's lies that should be go to prison for. We call that an outliner. We know something radical happened to change the whole game. Meteor hit. 3 full core meltdowns boring into the Pacific Ocean. We don't even know what it is. Never happened. Didn't happen in Chernobyl. There was one partial meltdown that blew up the entomb. We don't even know what it is. I named it Fukushima. It killed the plankton. It killed the krill. The rest is purely starvation. It's that simple. Kevin Blanche, the greatest PhD in human history. Plutonium. Stand tuned.